Right, morning Christine.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming along to speak to us today.
That's fine.
Employment Horizons, I just wondered if you could, to start with, tell us what it is exactly.
Employment Horizons is a new project within Weavervale Housing Trust to help our customers with employment skills and help them to look for work and maintain work.
I see, so it's for the customers of Weavervale.
Yeah, the customers and the residents that are of working age that may be seeking employment opportunities.
Okay, how's it going so far?
We're doing really well. It's a voluntary service, but the response has been huge. People come along who might just want a little bit of information about where to look for jobs, or it could be that they've got an application form and they're not quite sure how to go about completing it to give them the best shot getting an interview, and they'll come along for a little bit of advice.
On that subject, I was wondering about with the CV assistants that I think we mentioned last time. If they have had no previous employment, how does that all fit in? Do you start from zero with those people?
Well,
how do you sort of, bulk
yeah,
their experience type
it's
thing?
surprising how many transferable skills people have that they don't recognise. So if we're about to do a CV with them, we will talk about what they've done previously, and it could be related to voluntary work, it could be related to an interest or a hobby that they've got, and then we'll try and put something together and guide them as best as possible, looking at some of the skills that they may have acquired through the voluntary work that they've been doing, and if they belong to any organisations, and what skills they've had to use within the organisation to engage people or get tasks completed. So it's quite easy. We've got sort of a set criteria that will a set format, I should say, for the CVs that we work to, and if there's little bits missing, that's where we can prompt them into going to do something about it that might involve a little bit more training.
Okay, on that similar subject really, once the CV has been sorted and that's in place, how do you assist with the job searching support?
Well, the job searching, some of the customers just want us to help them to look for work that might be outside the box. Everybody at the minute relies on the Job Centre Plus website, the Universal Job Match, to look for jobs. And now what companies are doing, they're doing their own advertising. So I say to them, have you thought about companies in the local area that you'd like to work for, and why not look on their website, see what's available? And it might be that you target them speculatively if they don't have their own jobs advertised on there, and it gives people another option.
So you may be implying that some people have ambitions far beyond where they actually are, in terms of, they want to be a movie star, they want to be, rocket scientist or something like that.
They could be, and
they just need to be pulled back and focusing, right?
Yeah, it's like, well, let's have a look at these businesses, let's see what the requirements are. Do your skills match them? If not, it might be that you need a bit of further training. Nobody wants to dampen down their career aspirations, but it's guiding them in the right direction. But also it's looking at the local businesses in the area and seeing the type of jobs that they're advertising through themselves that's not going through the normal channels of the job centre.
So how do you keep track of the people that you've sent off and out there with the CVs and, you know, giving them the direction to go in? Do you keep ongoing reviews of
Yes,
people
we do.
and stuff like that?
Yeah, we'll contact them every week or every 2 weeks, whatever their requirements are. We keep updated with job opportunities within the trust here, with the businesses that we are in contact and in partnership with. And they will say to us, I've managed to secure a job now, Christine, thank you very much for your help. But I'd like to keep in touch, because we do what's called in-work support as well. And it just to get them over that first 1 or 2 months where they're just settling in. They might be on monthly pay and they've never been on monthly pay before, and it's helping them and guiding them through that and helping them with a bit of budgeting or signposting them to people that can help them with that.
So you've had some good feedback.
Yeah, we've had some huge feedback.
People have been finding what you want them to find.
Yeah, and we've done very, very well, really. And they do keep in touch. We're a listening ear to them, and if they're struggling anyway, we'll try and resolve the problems for them.
Okay, just going slightly off that particular trail. Believe there's something called a scooter scheme.
Yeah, we've got a scooter scheme because one thing we identified was the transport issues, and now work is 24/7, and people have got to get to work at 5 o'clock in the morning, and the bus service hasn't kicked in by that time. So we've got half a dozen scooters, and we're hiring them out to our customers who have actually got into work. And we're giving them for 6 months at a minimal charge. I think it's £20 a month, and this will just help them if they're on a shift rota and they can't get there because it's early mornings, or if they've got to work later on in the evening and the bus service has stopped, and it's just breaking them in gently, and hopefully then they'll be able to save up and buy their own scooter, or they might have found contact with somebody in the company who can car share with them.
To sort of wrap things up, the drop-ins.
We have,
where and when?
Oh well, we have a number of drop-ins. We're at all our main hubs. So in Northwich, we go to the Greenbank hub, which is at Hertford. We're there on a Thursday afternoon from 1:30 till 4:30. In Wharton, in Winsford, we're there on a Wednesday, 9 till 12:30. And that seems to be a really, really popular drop-in for the residents that live on the Wharton Crook Lane estate.
Yeah.
We're also on a Wednesday afternoon up at Finsbury Walk, the bungalow there, and that's the Over estate and Greenfields estate.